What's up, agents, and welcome back to another division video. We are going into week 10 of year 8 season 1. 2 remaining weeks left of the season. We have just had the season finale where we picked up the new exotic, which not a lot of people seem to like, but don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let's get into all your division news for last week and upcoming this week. Let's go into the event timeline and take a quick look at what is happening. So we've got the ongoing Brooklyn celebration, which is here for 3 more days and probably 7 hours by the time this video goes out. And that is simply this event pass. If you want the premium event pass, it will set you back 1,000 premium credits. And there's these 4 costumes here up at the top. Now, I really do like the LMB one and I really do like the cleaner one. They are the premium outfits. It really does feel like they did me dirty for this one. But I bought the pass so that I could pick these up. Let me know if you bought the pass. Are you not bothered about it? It was a shame there wasn't more materials and things on this event pass. I would have liked, they could have quite easily made this a little bit longer with the amount of cosmetics on it. Giving us only 2 exotic caches did feel a little bit stingy, considering it was a DLC kind of a, party or, celebration. Like, let's celebrate with a few more materials, please, next time. And yeah, make it a little bit longer. 2 weeks is plenty to grind this out. So yeah, hopefully that will be improved upon a little bit next time we get some kind of celebration event. Then we've got gear set surge, and that is quite simply when a gear set gets crushed, when you destroy it, you will get double materials. Now, this is probably one for the noobs, because I think, anyone that's been playing for any amount of time is probably stacked up on gear set materials by now. But yeah, not one that I get excited about, but maybe newer players, yeah, it's definitely going to come in handy if they're wanting to craft strikers or whatever it is that they're after. But we have got countdown, so maybe add something else to this. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, extra stuff is extra stuff. So that's cool. One thing that has been good, though, is the Corrosive Shell event. I thoroughly enjoyed blasting through the game with my OD build on. I do a video on this. I will link it down below if you're wondering what my OD build is. It is this one here. Feel free, though, to swap the talent or the backpack out for something else. You can run Petrov like me. You could run Cheska, you could run Grupo, you could run whatever you want, basically, in this backpack slot. And it doesn't have to be prototyped by any means. Most of these are just ones that I picked up from running tier 10. But yeah, it's a pretty nice build. It's got echo in a lot of places and stuff. So, but yeah, it works really well. I like it, and it's an absolute blast when it comes to the new global event. The only thing that is not a blast with the new global event, and I'm a little bit surprised, is escalation, because it proves almost impossible to remove the corrosive shell from enemies in higher tiers, and that's a little bit unfortunate. It obviously scales just way too high for it to be fun in that mode. But yeah, then moving on, we have got some more stuff coming. So starting on the 2nd of June, which I believe is Tuesday, so on reset day, we have got stretch goals, which as always is going to be good for stacking up on materials, exotics and some cosmetics, arm patches and things like that. You can see the cosmetics here on the patch notes. And then, as always, big thanks to Mr. Virtuals, has put this huge infographic up on his X page, where basically it shows us everything that we are able to get from all of the different type of rise up caches. Because remember, there is a better cache when you get to 10 every 10 levels, basically the prestige one, which he talks about up here. So you got all the vanity up here. You can see like the Lexingtons making a return, turmoils, which are always going to be popular. We've got a series of exotics down here, and then you've got some more exotics over here. This time we've got the Regulus, which will be of interest for people because that's been missing from these events for a little while. But yeah, that's yeah, unfortunately, we still have all of these seasonal ones in there, like the All Carol, the Slayer, and the Slingshot. And I really feel like they should kind of reserve them for the events that they're actually intended for, because they really do just kind of buff out the pool. And maybe they want that. Maybe they don't want to make it quite as easy as what I'm saying. But yeah, I feel like they could just put some more exotics in there. And, you know, at least that is then exotic components, because they're pretty much the most valuable thing in the game right now. But yeah, this starts on the 2nd of June through all the way to the end of the season. Also starting the 2nd of June is a ×2 season XP event. So if you've not yet finished your seasonal grind, you'll be able to finish that just a little bit easier. And then the week after, one of my favorite events is Reanimated. I'm very surprised that it's not Golden Bullet. We usually see Golden Bullet at the end of the event. But yeah, that is not going to be a thing. And we've not had a ×5 this season either, which feels a little bit stingy. Where's the ×5 at? Massive, come on, man. Let's see it. But yeah, maybe it'll start next season with a bang. Who knows? Just to do a very quick flick into the store, because I do cover this every week when they reset it. The Houndsman is still available, but easier for another week, so you've got no worries about that one. Same with the Black Tusk security bundle. I don't display my specialization weapons, so I don't usually pick these up. Plus, they are pretty expensive. Silent Reaper is pretty cool, a full piece by piece. If you want to pick that up. The Purple Flame bundle, which I'm wearing. Apart from, I've got the Phoenix mask on. I'll link the guide for that if you've not yet done it, just to make you aware, because I've seen a lot of people ask. The Phoenix Hunter is a permanent addition to the game. It's not just here for the Brooklyn Celebration event. I've seen a few people ask me that in the comments, but I'll link my full guide down below in the comments. What is pretty interesting about that is in my video, I did state that I got all the information from Dognuts. I've linked his Reddit post. I linked his where he's got his own YouTube video and things like that, showing you the exact step-by-step on how he found the solution. In my video, I did a shortcut, but I did include a step that wasn't necessary, and other people have copied that step, which I find rather interesting. I'll let you guys see if you can figure it out, but yeah, that made me laugh. No official announcement yet, but I fully expect we will probably get a PTS again next weekend. They've been open to comments that it's probably going to be a multi-phase PTS. So if that's going to happen, I would imagine it would be this weekend, considering we've got such a short time left. So it'll be interesting to see, considering how huge that PTS was, what changes they will have made for us to try out. And that usually runs over the weekend, so if it is going to happen, I would fully expect it will be over the next weekend. As always, Pale's X page is absolutely brilliant, as he is himself. If you don't know who he is the art director on the Division franchise. But if you scroll down here, they had the summer party. Here it is. Yeah. Thanks to Ubi Massive for another great summer party. They have one of these every year, but that does then indicate that they get the summer break. It's a little bit different for them over there. They get a summer break, and if we click into here, there was some questioning about it. Let me find it here. You guys are off already. When do you come back? And he says, we stagger summer vacation, so there's always people available to work. A few start next week though. I'm in the office until mid-July. Now, I don't know how that affects the guys in the other studios. Obviously, we know Alex and a whole bunch of the other staff are in the Bucharest studio, so I don't know if they also get the summer break or not. But obviously we'll be getting the new season. There'll be plenty of us to do, and it certainly doesn't necessarily mean we ever see a shortage in content, even though they're not necessarily around. You know, I think the release and content will just go as planned, so I really don't see this anything to worry about. It's just, well, the norm. It's a little bit of an early reminder, but don't forget to spend your stars. It does say that we use them. For me, mine always return if I don't spend them when the event comes back. So for instance, when Corrosive Shell makes a comeback, if it makes a comeback, if I've got to keep these 3 here, they tend to come back. Some people report that doesn't happen for them. So I would definitely recommend that you spend all of your stars. All of your gear should no longer be invisible. We had some fixes for that throughout the week. I do believe as well they fixed the Agitator Exotic AR. It now no longer requires scope, which is really, really good. I can get to do a video on that now. I've been meaning to do one, but obviously it turned into a scoped gun that nobody pretty much would use. And then, so that's all on the done ones up here at the top, which is great. We've got a few other ones here, but there's nothing particularly new this week that is happening. If I go the most upvoted here, these are all done. Money, Summit Reward, Mastery, that's done. So there's still the stash 50 stash missing. That's still a thing. Reanimated Green Cloud is still in progress. That'll be interesting if that's not fixed, as we know that is coming back. Interesting that comes back so much when it's had that problem for such a long time. And then game freezing during escalation. That's not going to be good because people will be losing tokens. Xbox keeps crashing. None of these have been upvoted too much yet. So some of these will be individual issues, but yeah, there's still quite a few things going on, it seems. But I do expect, probably not when stretch goals starts, but when we get the new season, that's usually when we get a much bigger influx of bug fixes. So hopefully Year 8 Season 2 will patch a lot of this stuff. But that is going to be it for the video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Enjoy the stretch goals, agents, and I will see you all again, as always, in the next one. Just before I go, I want to show you one more thing. If you need a cool Discord with all things Division 1, 2, and Resurgence, other games, and generally a socially nice place, but one that has got some really cool resources if you need guides and things like that on all of the up-to-date content. And as well, we have daily escalation targeted loot that pops up every morning as well. So if you want all of that good stuff, I'll drop the link down below in the description so you can feel free to join. But as always, agents, like I've just said, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.